Hello everyone. Welcome to your physics class of class 8th. I hope you all will be fine. Students, in our last video, we have completed explanation of lesson number 3rd. Now in this video, I will give you the question answers of that lesson. Okay. So let's begin our class. Question number 1. Define force. State its SI unit. Answer is a force is a physical cause that changes or may tend to change the state of rest or state of motion of an object. The SI unit of force is Newton. Question number 2. State two effects of a force when applied on a body. Answer. First, two effects of applied force are: first one, it can change the state of a body, and a force can change the shape and size of an object. Okay. Question number 3rd. How does the effect of force differ when it is applied on a rigid body and second, a non-rigid body? So the answer is, when a force is applied on a rigid object, does not change interspacing of constituent molecules and does not change dimensions and can change motion in and cause motion in it. Means when a force is applied on a rigid object, as the molecules are so closely packed, therefore on applying the force on a rigid object, it does not change the interspacing between the constituent molecules. Means the interspacing, the intermolecular space does not change, but it can cause motion in the body. Okay. Second, when a force is applied on a non-rigid object, cause interspacing between change interspacing between its constituent particle and cause a change in its dimension and can produce motion in it. Okay. Now question number 4. State the effect of force F in each of the following diagram. So you can see a ball in this figure, and in this figure you can see, in this picture you can see a wheel, and this wheel is pivoted here from the center. So when you will apply force on this ball, it will move in the direction of the applied force. The ball moves in the direction on applying force F. Okay. But in case of wheel, the wheel turns about the axis of rotation, that is about pivot on applying force. Means when you will apply force on this wheel will rotate on its axis. Okay. Now question number 5. Define the term moment of force. So the answer is, moment of force, the turning effect of force acting on a body about an axis, is called moment of force. Okay. This is answer number 5. Question number 6. State the SI unit of moment of force. SI unit of moment of force is Newton meter. Question number 7. State two factors on which affect moment of force. First factor is the magnitude of the force applied, and second, the distance of line of action of the force from the axis of rotation. Okay. Now question number 8. In figure, a force is applied, F is applied in a direction passing through the pivoted point O of the body. Will the body rotate? Give reason to support your answer. You can see here in this picture, force is applied in a direction passing through the center. Okay, through the pivoted point O of the body. Will the body rotate? And you have to give reason to support your answer. So the answer is no, the body will not rotate, as the turning effect is equals to force into perpendicular distance of force from the pivoted point. In this case, the perpendicular distance is 0. Therefore, force multiplied by 0 equals to 0. As perpendicular distance is 0, or force is parallel to a point of application of force. Okay. Question number 9. Write the expression for the moment of force about a given axis of rotation. Answer. Moment of force is equals to force into perpendicular distance of force from point O. That is, moment of force is equals to OP. Question number 10. State one way to decrease the moment of a given force about a given axis of rotation. Answer. Either decrease the force or decrease the perpendicular distance of force from axis of rotation. Question number 11. State one way to obtain greater moment of a given force about a given axis of rotation. So by increasing the perpendicular distance of force from its axis of rotation, the moment of force increases. Okay. Question number 12. What do you mean by the clockwise and the anti-clockwise moment of force? So the answer is clockwise moment of force when the moment of force is in clockwise direction, and anti-clockwise moment when the moment of force is acts in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so this is answer number 12. Now next question. Question number 13. Explain the following. First one, a spanner has a long handle. So the answer is a spanner has a long handle to produce large turning moment, and small force is applied at the end of the handles. Okay. B. The steering wheel of a vehicle is of large diameter. Answer. The hand of large diameter has a large perpendicular distance. The moment of force depends upon the perpendicular distance. Third, the hand floor grinder is provided with a handle near the rim. Answer. In order to increase the moment of force, handle is provided near its arm. So a small force is applied at the handle. Okay, as the perpendicular distance increases. Now next question. Question number D. It is easier to open the door by pushing at its free end. Answer. The moment of force is product of force and perpendicular distance. It is easier to open the door by applying force at the free end. Okay. Question number E. A potter turns his wheel by applying a force through the stick near the rim of a wheel. Answer. A potter's wheel has a wheel pivoted at the center. The potter turns the wheel by means of a stick at the rim of the wheel. He increases the perpendicular distance. Now again, as the perpendicular distance increases, the moment of force also increases. So by applying less force, the potter can turn its wheel by applying the force at the rim. Okay. Now next question number 14. What is thrust? Thrust is a force acting normally on a surface is called thrust. Now question number 15. SI unit of thrust, Newton, because thrust is also a type of force. So the SI unit of thrust is also Newton. Now question number 16. On what factors does the effect of thrust on a surface depend? Answer. The effect of thrust depends on the area of the surface on which it acts. Smaller the area of the surface on which a thrust acts, larger is its effect. But the effect of a thrust is less on a large area. Okay. Question number 17. Define the term pressure and state its unit. Okay. Now answer is the thrust on unit area of the surface is called pressure. Pressure is equals to thrust upon area, and SI unit is Newton per meter square. Question number 18. How is the thrust related to pressure? Pressure is directly proportional to thrust. Okay. That is, greater the thrust, greater is the pressure, and smaller the thrust, smaller is the pressure. Question number 19. Name two factors on which the pressure of a surface depends. Answer. Factors affecting the pressure. First, the surface area on which thrust acts. More area, less is pressure. Lesser is the pressure. And second is the magnitude of the thrust acting on the surface, because P is equals to thrust upon area, that is F upon A. More the thrust, more is the pressure. Okay, as pressure is directly proportional to thrust. Next question. When does a man exert more pressure on the floor, while standing or while walking? So while standing, the area touching the floor is less, pressure exerted will be more. While walking, area touching the floor is more, and pressure exerted will be less. Okay. Question number 21. Why do camels or elephants have broad feet? Camels have to walk on sand. To walk fast, the feet should not sink in sand. The feet area broad, that is, increase in area, hence lesser pressure to sink less. The camels have broad feet. Okay. Elephants have broad feet in proportion to their size. Because of their weight and size, elephants need to distribute the weight better. Okay. Next question. A sharp pin works better than a blunt pin. Explain the reason. A sharp tip is provided at the end of a pin so that pressure exerted by it is maximum when it is pressed by a given force. Okay. Question number 23. Why is the bottom part of a fountain of the foundation of a building made wider? Answer. As pressure is inversely proportional to area, greater the area, lesser is the pressure. In order that building should exert less pressure, the foundation of building should have more area or be wider so that building should not sink into the earth. Next question number 24. It is easier to cut with a sharp knife than with a blunt one. Explain. It is easier to cut with a sharp knife than with a blunt one because for the same applied force, the pressure exerted is more in the case of sharp knife than in the case of blunt one. Question number 25. A gum bottle rests on its base. If it is placed upside down, how does the first and second pressure change? A gum bottle has a narrow neck and wider base when placed upside down. First, surface area is larger is the effect of thrust. Second, lesser area in second case, so larger is the pressure. Okay. Question number 26. Explain the following. A. Slippers are used below the rails. Answer. Slippers are laid below the rails to reduce pressure on the ground. Slippers increase the area. Second, a tall building has wide foundations. Foundation of buildings are kept wide so that the weight of the building may act on large area. As a result, it will exert less pressure on the ground. This avoids sinking of building into the earth. Okay. Now next 27. Describe an experiment to show that a liquid exerts pressure at the bottom of the container in which it is kept. Answer. A liquid exerts pressure at the bottom of its container. You can see here this diagram you have to make in your notebook. Take a balloon and tie it at the lower end of a glass tube and hold vertically as you can see in this figure A. Pour some water in the tube. Balloon bulges out as you can see in figure B. Because water column exert pressure, that is liquid has weight at its bottom, force on balloon is equal to the weight of the thrust water column, which is called the thrust. P is equals to thrust upon area. This shows that the liquid exert pressure at the bottom of the container in which it is kept. Okay. Question number 28. Describe a suitable experiment to demonstrate that a liquid exert pressure sideways also. You have to write you have to draw this diagram also, and then you have to write a deflated balloon is tied on the side of tube container, side tube of container opened at one side. Now fill water in the container. Balloon connected inflates due to the pressure of liquid exerted sideways. This shows that liquids exert pressure sideways also. Question number 29. Describe an experiment to show that at a given depth, a liquid exerts same pressure in all directions. So you have to write the answer. We have often seen children playing with polythene bag filled with water and having small holes at various places on this bag and sprinkling water on others. This is because water enclosed in bag exert pressure in all directions. Okay. Next question. Number 30. State two factors on which the pressure at a point in a liquid depends. answer. Pressure factors that on which the pressure depends are height, density of the liquid, and acceleration due to gravity. Next, question number 31. Describe an experiment to show that liquid pressure at a point increases with increase in height of the liquid column above that point. So you have to write down this experiment. Tie a balloon at the end of a glass tube opened at both ends. Pour some water and note the bulging of the balloon as in this figure you can see. Now add in this figure. Now add more water in the tube. Bulging also increases. Add still more water. Bulging also increases further as liquid pressure at a point increases with increase in height of the liquid column above that point. Okay. Now question number 32. Which fact that about liquid pressure does the diagram in figure illustrate? So answer is, the figure shows that the liquid pressure increases with the height of the liquid column above it. Question number 33. Describe an experiment to show that liquid pressure depends on the density of liquid. So you have to write down the answer. Take two identical balloons attached to one end of each of two identical glass tubes opened at both ends. First, fill tube A with milk and tube B with alcohol to the same height. We notice that balloon attached to tube A bulged more than balloon attached to tube B. This shows that the same height of milk exert more pressure than alcohol. Hence, density of milk is more than the density of alcohol. So, the question number 33 is completed here. You can see. Now, you have to do this, complete this work up to here in your notebook, and for remaining question answers we will complete in our next video. Okay, thank you.